Bonjour and welcome viewers and students to Let's Speak French, Parlons Français. These lessons on basic French are short and easy, and if you follow the program regularly, I can assure you that very soon you will be able to understand French quite easily. In today's class, we will begin Chapter 10. This final chapter is a revision of some of the lessons covered in the first 4 chapters. Each lesson focuses on 3 to 4 grammatical points. In this lesson, we will review the French alphabet, numbers, qualifying adjectives and possessive adjectives. This lesson has been divided into 4 sections, each focusing on a particular grammar. Each section is made up of a quick summary of the main points pertaining to the grammar. A short exercise consisting of 2 to 3 questions winds up the sections. In the first section, we'll revise the French alphabet. The French alphabet has the same 26 letters as in English. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Let's revise this section by spelling out the following words. These words are random French words that cover most of the letters from the alphabet. B, O, U, T, I, Q, U, E. Boutique. Boutique means shop. R, E, S, T, A, U, R, A, N, T. Restaurant. Restaurant means restaurant. M, A, G, A, Z, I, N, E. Magazine. Magazine means magazine. C, H, E, V, A, L. Cheval. Cheval means horse. In the second section, we will revise the numbers. To facilitate the process, we will divide the numbers into sections. We'll begin with 0 to 16. Then we'll revise the tens. Next, we'll review the numbers from 17 to 69. Finally, we'll examine 70 to 100. So let's begin with 0 to 16. These numbers from 0 to 16 need to be memorized. There isn't any pattern that will help you understand the sequence of these numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Next we'll revise the tens. Here too the numbers need to be memorized since there isn't a pattern that helps us understand the sequence. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Next we'll review 17 to 69. These numbers are the easiest to remember since there is a logical explanation for the sequence. These numbers are constructed like the English numbers. Note the hyphen between the numbers. Also note that 21, 31, 41, 51 and 61 have the conjunction A inserted between the numbers. There isn't a hyphen here. We will look at a few numbers only since the pattern is identical. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Finally, we'll examine 70 to 100. In this set, there are a few irregular numbers such as 70, 80 and 90. Another thing that should be noted in this series is that 70 to 79 and 90 to 99 follow a separate pattern. Instead of adding 1, 2, 3, etc., we add the words 11, 12, 13, etc. Let us now look at the numbers. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So these are the numbers from 0 to 100 in French. For practicing, you can refer to the notes. A table along with the spelling of the numbers has been provided in that section. Now let's revise this section by reading out the following phone numbers. Remember, in French, the phone numbers are read in groups of twos. 45, 87, 90, 13, 56. 73, 38, 17, 22, 09. 64, 88, 98, 77, 61. In the third section, we will review qualifying adjectives in French. We'll begin with a short text consisting of several qualifying adjectives. Le martin pêcheur est un petit oiseau aux couleurs brillantes et vives. Il a un dos bleu et une ventre orange. Ses ailes et sa queue sont courtes. Il a un bec long et pointu. Ses pattes sont petites et rouges. Il a des yeux noirs et un regard scrutateur. Le martin pêcheur a un cri aigu. Cet oiseau est un excellent prédateur à cause de son vol rapide. Let me now quickly review what a qualifying adjective is. A qualifying adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun and thereby enhances and livens up an otherwise plain and dull sentence. In French, when a word modifies a noun, it must always match with the noun it describes. In French, every noun has a gender. Similarly, every noun is either singular or plural. These two factors, that is, the gender and the number of the noun, play an important part in the formation of qualifying adjectives. So, for instance, if the noun is masculine singular, the qualifying adjective also needs to be masculine singular. Likewise, if the noun is feminine plural, the qualifying adjective must also be feminine plural. Since French adjectives change to agree in gender and number with the noun that they modify, there can be up to 4 forms of each qualifying adjective: masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, and feminine plural. Let me illustrate this concept with the adjective grand, which means big. Here's a table that lists the different inflected forms of this qualifying adjective. Here are a few examples that show how this qualifying adjective is used in a sentence. Le musée est grand. The museum is big. Les musées sont grands. The museums are big. La maison est grande. The house is big. Les maisons sont grandes. The houses are big. In French, this pattern of the 4 inflected forms of grand is not followed by all qualifying adjectives in French. There are many different categories of patterns depending on the ending of the qualifying adjectives. In the FAQ section, some of the other categories of qualifying adjectives have been provided. In the text, we have several examples of qualifying adjectives. Masculine singular, un petit oiseau, un dos bleu, un bec long et pointu, un regard scrutateur, un cri aigu, un excellent prédateur, and son vol rapide. Feminine singular, une ventre orange. Masculine plural, des yeux noirs. Feminine plural, aux couleurs brillantes et vives. And ses ailes et sa queue sont courtes. Let's now do a short exercise on qualifying adjectives. Fill in the blank with the right inflected form of the qualifying adjective. Il avait un visage rond, allongé, souriant. Visage is a masculine singular noun, so we use rond. Il avait un visage rond. This sentence translates as he had a round face. Il a une space maison. Belle, grand, beau. Maison is a feminine singular noun, so we use belle. Il a une belle maison. This sentence translates as he has a beautiful house. Nous avons des étudiantes space russes, anglais, française. Étudiante is a feminine plural noun, so we use française. Nous avons des étudiantes françaises. This sentence translates as we have French female students. In the fourth section, we will revise possessive adjectives. We'll begin with a short text consisting of several possessive adjectives. On était sur la route pour visiter nos grands-parents. On allait fêter leur anniversaire de mariage. On n'a fait que 3 kilomètres lorsqu'on a dû rentrer chez nous. C'est incroyable comment on oublie les choses. Mon frère a oublié de prendre son appareil photo. Ma sœur a oublié ses lunettes. Mes parents n'ont rien oublié, mais heureusement qu'on est reparti chez nous. La porte de notre maison n'a pas été bien fermée. Let me now briefly review the possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives are used before a noun in the place of articles. These words indicate who or what is the possessor of the modified noun. In other words, possessive adjectives function as an indicator of ownership. Each subject pronoun has a corresponding possessive adjective. For example, the English subject pronoun I corresponds to the possessive adjective my. In French, however, things are more complex. Since the possessive adjective must agree with the gender and number of the noun they modify, each possessive adjective has 2 or more inflected forms. This means each personal subject has more than one corresponding possessive adjective. The following table summarizes the list of possessive adjectives and their corresponding subject pronouns. Je, mon, ma, mes. Tu, ton, ta, tes. Ils, son, sa, ses. Elles, son, sa, ses. Nous, notre, notre. Vos, vous, votre, votre. Vos. Ils, leur, leur. Leur with an S. And elles, leur, leur, leur with an S. The possessive adjectives that correspond to je, tu, il and elles have 3 inflected forms. But the possessive adjectives that correspond to nous, vous, il and elles have 2 inflected forms. However, the possessive adjectives that conform to il and elles, both singular and plural forms, are identical. Here are a few examples that show how possessive adjectives are used in a sentence. Ton père a 56 ans. Your father is 56 years old. Ta mère a 51 ans. Your mother is 51 years old. Tes parents sont ici. Your parents are here. In the text, we have several examples of possessive adjectives. Masculine singular, mon frère, son appareil photo, leur anniversaire de mariage. Feminine singular, ma sœur and notre maison. And plural, mes parents, ses lunettes, nos grands-parents. Now let's do a short exercise. Fill in the blank with the right possessive adjective. Vous parlez avec space voisin. Vos, votre, notre. Voisin is a masculine singular noun. Hence we use votre. Vous parlez avec votre voisin. This sentence translates as you are speaking to your neighbor. Elles arrivent avec space bagage. Say leur without S and leur with S. Bagage is a plural noun, hence we use leur with an S. Elles arrivent avec leur bagage. This sentence translates as they are coming with their luggage. Nous partons avec space affaires. Notre, nos, leur. Affaire is a plural noun, hence we use nos. Nous partons avec nos affaires. This sentence translates as we are leaving with our stuff. In all three plural persons, that is nous, vous, il and elle, there are only two inflected forms, a singular and a plural form. With this we come to the end of our first lesson. This lesson was divided into 4 sections. The first section reviewed the French alphabet. The second section revised the numbers, while the third and fourth sections covered the qualifying adjectives and the possessive adjectives. I hope you enjoyed today's session. In the next lesson, we will revise the auxiliary verbs and the ER ending verb. I hope to see you in the next session. Thank you and à bientôt. See you soon.